So, part of why I wanted to play Portal is to introduce my parents to...
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from... Por favor, ¿por dónde? Stand back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
Portal was one of the first games I played as a kid, and it really helped me learn how games work, and how to parse a world, and learn how its mechanics work, and Valve does an excellent job of producing a game that teaches a player how to play it. And I know that sounds silly, but there are some really bad examples of tutorials out there in the world, and I do plan to showcase those at some point on this channel. I've played and beaten Portal before, so none of these puzzles should take me too long, but that was years ago. The first time I played Portal was on the orange box for the original Xbox 360 release. And I actually haven't replayed it on PC, which is a failing in my fault, but I think it's actually a great opportunity to go through it and highlight some of the achievements that I get as we play, if I notice them pop up. And to go through it fresh and be able to kind of share this experience hopefully with my parents and you guys as well. Yeah. Without a single piece of instruction, you walk into the room and it happens.
Excellent. Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test. First, however, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the Aperture Science Weighted Storage Cube. Please place the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science Heavy Duty Super Colliding Super Button.
So the portals are on a little slow rotation here. I just stepped through the wrong one at the wrong time. We come through, get our cube, go back. Step through, place our cube. Oop.
Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test.
Well, unfortunately I got some long-term exposure to the button. I'm gonna try to play this through in one clean shot, to keep it as one consistent experience, but I will be breaking it up into episodes so you're not sitting through a big old lump of sitting and talking and listening.
You're doing very well. Please be advised that a noticeable taste of blood is not part of any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
And here we get our first part of the Portal Cup.
Very good. You are now in possession of the Aperture Science handheld portal device. With it, you can create your own portals. These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances should you...
So there are little things you can do, like I
To
know that I
ensure
can
the safe
break,
performance of all authorized activities, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
I know that I can destroy cameras. I know that there are hidden radios around that we can find just to kind of motivate us to do more than just go through the game. Tons of little achievements and secret things to figure out in this game. It's beautifully made.
Please proceed to the chamber lock. Mind the gap. For your own safety, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
I don't know how many cameras I'm gonna break, but
Well done. Remember,
also-
the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
there's also screens you can smash in the second game. There's lots of little ways you can fight the test, of course. But today.
Welcome to Test Chamber 4. You're doing quite well. Once again, excellent work. As part of our required test protocol, we will not monitor the next test chamber. You will be entirely on your own. Good luck.
Not much of a test if they're not watching, eh? The idea of thinking with portals is a concept that might seem complicated at first, but once you really get a handle that you're just placing doorways, I just think
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job. As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2,
the idea of thinking with portals can be complicated, but once you start thinking of it as just placing two doors, it really does simplify things. Yes, you can place them up and down and use many different angles for it, but you're just making pathways. Folding things. Simple.
While safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals, the aperture unbelievable. You
Subject name here.
must be the pride of.
Subject hometown here.
Also, the game's hilarious. Valve has a great sense of pacing and just the puzzles themselves explain themselves as you do them. Typically you're put right in front of an object as it's needed to be used. And visual, so you know that
Warning
this is
devices are required on all mobile equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to agitate the high-energy pellet and have therefore been disabled for your safety.
So visually, this is a great level to explain Valve's level to that. They've already put the orange portal here, so I know that that's part of my problem, so that tells me that something's going to go there. Obviously, it's a receiver that we saw in the last test, repeated again with a slightly more complicated setup, but just sideways instead of there, instead of two vertical paths. And with the bouncing mark here leaving us a burn mark, we know exactly where we need to leave our portal.
Good. Now use the Aperture Science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber lock.
The marker letting us line up our target. The only space we can put on the surface, put the portal on the roof, is that white space. We can only put our portals on the white material. So there isn't really anything you can do wrong at this point in the game, other than fumble forward. If you're doing, you will likely be achieving. And once you've learned these mechanics, it's simple. That light thing always receives that, that receiver always receives that particle, and elevators always move, obviously.
Please note that we have added a consequence for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
I whiffed that somehow, but that's okay. Portal death isn't even punishing. You just kind of snap back to where you were. There we go, elevator active. I'm gonna want to step in here. I could have prepared myself in time to do this in one motion, but I didn't. So here we are. There are people who are very skilled at this game. There are people who've played this game a lot, and will be able to run through this whole thing in a matter of, I don't know, 20 minutes. But I'm not amongst those people, and we're plodding along at a pretty good pace. I really love the murky, obviously threatening goo. Like, you know you don't
Very
want to fall
impressive.
fast.
Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device to enhance your testing experience. The Enrichment Center regrets to inform you that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt to solve it. Fantastic. You remain resolute and resourceful in an atmosphere of extreme pessimism.
Early on, well, the first half of the game, there aren't really many things to trial and error your way through, which helps it remain feeling like a satisfying puzzle game, because you're never feeling like your actions are invaluable. As it opens up and becomes more complicated, you're then working with some tools that you should be comfortable with all in all together by the time you get there.
Hello again. To reiterate, previous one. Forward momentum. Spectacular. You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum, or to be more precise, how it does not.
So, with thinking with portals cannot move, so if you're firing onto a moving object, you cannot plant a portal. As well, it has to be placed on the white surfaces. Secondly, you inherit your momentum when you fall.
Momentum, a function of mass and velocity, is conserved between portals. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.
Speedy thing go in, speedy thing come out. You also retain your orientation. If you notice, that kind of corkscrewed, because I was upside down relative to where the portal's bottom was as I fell through it.
The Enrichment Center promises to always provide a safe testing environment. In dangerous testing environments, the Enrichment Center promises to always provide useful advice. For instance, the floor here will kill you. Try to avoid it.
So our goal now is to get the energy ball into the receiver. Again, a familiar task. Wait for the portal gun to rotate around. Platform. Oh, I did that one too soon. That is... I am sorry. Luckily, the energy balls dissipate pretty quickly when they're not hitting their own receiver node. There we go. All right. Because of course they do.
The device has been modified so that it can now manufacture two linked portals at once. As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact. The device is now more valuable than the organs and combined incomes of everyone in
Subject hometown, here.
So now we have access to both halves of the portal gun, giving us the lab rat achievement. And we can now see the orange and blue marker representing which portal we have available to us in the control. And now they're both there. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure what the orange marker on the right of the orange portal marker means. That might just be last portal.
Get to see there,
Yeah.
fling yourself. Fling into space.
Now pace picks up a little bit because you're in control of both portals. You can really start to speed up at this point. Not waiting on things to trigger, not waiting on things to move, as well as just the way the puzzles are designed now. They've given you control.
We... Now that you are in control of both portals, this next test could take a very, very long time. If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out. An intubation associate will be dispatched to revive you with peptic salve and adrenaline.
That Valve wants us to use every tool they've given us. Remembering that Valve wants us to use every tool they've given us, we want to go back and grab the cube from the first half. Dang it. There. And forward we go.
As part of a previously mentioned required test protocol, we can no longer lie to you. When the testing is over, you will be missed.
Originally, I thought that was M-I-S-T, not mist as in goodbye, mist as in perforated, powdered, dissipated.
All subjects intending to handle high-energy gamma-leaking portal technology must be informed that they may be informed of applicable regulatory compliance issues. No further compliance information is required or will be provided, and you are an excellent test subject.
Okay, this one's coming a little rusty, if I'm honest. Shoulda jumped, or shoulda portaled. So I can get my portal up here from down there, so I'm not really concerned. Okay. This staircase is powered by that object. I haven't seen the energy orb yet, but I can hear it bouncing. Not a portable ground surface. So, let's head back up here, I guess. Unless I made a mistake there. Might need to double check that. I was, a little... So yeah, we're definitely gonna want to hop down here. Was I mistaken? No, there's definitely one portal. Yeah, you can even see that my highlight goes dark when I hover over it, so it's not there. Check some of the boxes in the walls. Nothing below us. I am having issues remembering how to do this puzzle. That goes down when we come up here. So maybe we could use this to get momentum. But what? You can see the subtitle for the ball bouncing. That chute there just allows that cube to respawn. Okay, using mechanics we're familiar with. Speedy thing go in, speedy thing come out. Now we have the cube. Q hold down a button for us. I'm gonna preemptively line up my orange portal on the orange light, so I know I have my blue portal as the one that I want to use for the ball, assuming that that's what we're getting here. Timers, or am I just... Okay, yeah. Obviously, I have zero patience for anything ever, so we just hop across.
Very, very good. A complimentary victory lift has been activated in the main chamber.
Ooh, I ascend. Had played this with me when I was a kid, they might know where a lot of my humor as a child came from, because I learned very quickly that smart applied stupid.
The Enrichment Center is committed to the well-being of all participants. Cake and grief counseling will be available at the conclusion of the test. Thank you for helping us help you help us all.
Alright, I'm gonna wait for that one to blow, because I think that one's... technically... Unless it gets refreshed. I forget actually if they get refreshed when they hit the launcher. Gain momentum through multiple passes. That is incorrect. No, that is equally incorrect. There we go. Falling, then flicking to your feet, then falling is always a fun puzzle. I'm not sure I remember this puzzle, but I'm willing to take a bet that this doesn't turn around. Oh, that was nearly a tragedy. Look at that there, so that can function as it wants to. Okay, so these two on the side seem like they're automatic. Steps at laser? Oh yeah. I missed. I was right behind this. Let's knock it out, right? Let's never be opportune. Next time I'm gonna put that there before I put my own. Preventative
Did
measures.
you know you can donate one or all of your vital organs to the Aperture Science Self-Esteem Fund for Girls? It's true.
One or all of my vital organs. Oh, if I'm gonna go for one vital organ, you might as well donate them all. That's what vital means, right? If I'm going, take it all.
Due to mandatory scheduled maintenance, the appropriate chamber for this testing sequence is currently unavailable. It has been replaced with a live fire course designed for military androids. The Enrichment Center apologizes for the inconvenience and wishes you the best of luck.
So, things take a little bit of a change here.
Uh-oh.
Just like anything else, the turrets are an object we can pick up.
Please put me down.
Save them by knocking them
No
down.
hard
One of them's directly in your way as you come in there, so you have to learn that mechanic before you enter the space. See, portals to move from cover to cover.
Who are you?
what I just saw.
Certain objects may be vital to your
Might be
success.
more
Do
going
not
on.
destroy testing apparatus.
So, up until this point, everything's been very clinical and sterile. And I've been making a point of not talking about our friendly little robot, GLaDOS, talking to us over the comms. Just never know what you're gonna find at Aperture Science. Things aren't as polished as you think they are. The shift, the first mission with enemies directly targeting us, that can directly be seen as our enemy, not just a mechanic of a puzzle. Like the first mission where you see the rat king. His scratches here to help you. His cubes here as ammo. But I am ammo.
Is that you? Stop shooting! Critical error. Shutting down. Searching. Put me down. Malfunctioning. I don't blame.
Perfect. And I know, thinking with portals, I could have teleported to grab this. But
No hard feelings.
in case you're wondering, no. I
Well
cannot
done,
skip
Android. The Enrichment Center once again reminds you that Android Hell is a real place where you will be sent at the first sign of defiance. The vital apparatus vent will deliver a weighted companion cube in 3, 2, 1. This weighted companion cube will accompany you through the test chamber. Please take care of it. The symptoms most commonly produced by Enrichment Center testing are superstition, perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucinations. The Enrichment Center reminds you that the weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you and, in fact, cannot speak.
I should probably wait and get the thing behind me instead of in front of me. But
The Enrichment Center reminds you that the weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you and, in fact, cannot speak.
We'll try one more time. I'll stop being so fidgety about it. There we go. Deflected and destroyed even. Powered that without even really looking around what it was for. Oh, that's our first of our three little platforms here. The companion cube will be very helpful in different parts of this puzzle if memory serves. We will need our second energy orb, but I will need a second cube to do this space, unless I feel like standing in the way. Let's go check out the other space first, just in case there's something easier over here that might get us access to a cube. And oh, right, duh. Now, Portal's an old game. I'm not here to make a commentary on it. I'm not here to be... I think I could call it baseball. I'm not here to try to be a critic or have...
The Enrichment Center reminds you that the weighted companion cube cannot speak. In the event that the weighted companion cube does speak, the Enrichment Center urges you to disregard its advice.
I just would like to share it with people that I care about, and I'm having a great time doing so. So now we know that our orange portal is the one up there. Part of the reason I wanted to take the closer portal for the easier one, and then the farther one for the harder one, is so I'm not coming through this alleyway. There's no point in doubling back, eh? Oh, is there a... Just want to double check. I literally just said which portal I put down, but then I walked away. So it's my blue portal that I want to place. Nope. It's my orange portal that I want to place. My blue portal is lined up. Okay. Sometimes it's better to be extra sure, and I could still misclick and be an idiot. But, hey, we'll see what happens in a few seconds, eh? In the name of pacing, Valve has an excellent job of letting you be a little bit slow at times, walking instead of running. In future games, or not even future games, in other games, you can sprint. I could bounce off, but that'd make the camera really jerky. It isn't the most fun thing to watch. But the way that you just kind of slowly walk through works with a puzzle game, in my opinion. Because rushing in this environment isn't going to always save you time. Oftentimes, you're going to get yourself hit with a laser, or a portal, or some kind of... turret. Or any other number of things that can catch you off guard. Oh, my companion. How could I? What a fool I have been. Fell a little bit short there. Look, I promise I'm not doing it on purpose, I just suck at platforming. First-person platforming has never been my strong suit. You know what? It's on the platform this time. Not mad. I keep getting, like, stuck as I fall out of that portal. Okay. There we go. I don't know if there's much more platforming while carrying things either, so it's not a huge deal.
You did it. The weighted companion cube certainly brought you good luck. However, it cannot accompany you for the rest of the test and, unfortunately, must be euthanized. Please escort your companion cube to the Aperture Science Emergency Intelligence Incinerator.
I'm pretty sure there's an achievement for this, so I'm just gonna... I was wrong, there wasn't an achievement for that. Oh no, how far back am I? No! Give me a second. Well, back. Made it back here. Although I do think that this might be a good wrapping up time for the episode once I've gotten our little friend disappeared.
You euthanized your faithful companion cube more quickly than any test subject on record. Congratulations.
So, with that in mind, I've been Gemini Chimera. It has been a pleasure recording with you today. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you for coming along.